Biking in winter? You bet. Hi everybody, I'm Chad Booth.
And I'm Trish from At Your Leisure Radio.
On the next At Your Leisure, we will be out for the polar bear ride.
Then, from the cold to the warm, Terry Wood takes us into the most amazing natural landscape and shows how you get there can make all the difference. Finally, we'll find out how one disc can change the way you plan your adventures.
Get out your leather and your winter gloves, because we're going for a ride.
At Your Leisure is next. It's the first bike ride of spring. Trish, are you excited or what? Or are you just shivering because it's cold?
I'm just wondering why I'm out here when it is freezing cold.
Hi, welcome to At Your Leisure today. I'm Chad Booth.
And I'm Trish from At Your Leisure Radio.
And Trish is coming along for the ride. Roger didn't make it, obviously.
You know what? I tried to see if he would get on the back of my bike, but he said no way, so.
Well, we are here for the first ride of the season. It's a fundraiser. It is the Polar Bear Ride, hosted by BMW Motorcycles of Salt Lake. Jeremy Cantor here. We're going to talk to him for a minute, but right now we're going to skip from this spot to Corby, who is laid up with a bad knee. She's got a message for everybody that's here.
Boy, I'd love to be there with Chad, but I kind of needed to stay home today because, you know, I've been playing so hard in the outdoors and building this house for so long that my knee just kind of went out on me, said enough's enough, you really got to take some true leisure time off. So that's what I'm going to do. I've got about 300 books downloaded on my Nook here that I'm going to read, while some other people who have graciously stepped up to the plate to take my place for a while, and we'll tell you about that a little bit later. But right now I'm going to get back to my book, and Chad, you're probably having a little bit more fun than I am, right?
Well, keep that knee up, Corby. We'll be talking to you in a few minutes. Right now I'd like to introduce Jeremy Cantor, who is the general manager here. Jeremy, this ride gets hosted by different dealerships each year, so we're pleased that you were able to do that this year.
Oh, it's our pleasure to do it.
Jeremy, tell me a little bit about the dealership. What kind of things you sell here?
Well, we're a BMW and Triumph dealer. We also work on any make or model. We have technicians that work on Harleys and all kinds of different things. We are a full-service tuning shop.
Now, we started this morning. I met Trish over at Tri-City Polaris. Now, you pay attention to the bike I'm riding because at the end of the summer, it could be yours. We are going to raise some charity funds with that as well. And it looks like we've got to get started, right?
We better get started right now. I mean, we're going to do the same thing like we did last year, and we're going to do this all season long. So you want to definitely buy your tickets, and it all goes exactly to charity.
Well, listen, we've got to get saddled up for the ride. We've got a great ride today. There's going to be some surprises along the way, including a stop at the racetrack. But right now it's time to go to this week's travel adventure.
And if you would like more information on our travel adventure, be sure to visit our website, AYLTV.com.
That's right. Now, I love bike rides, particularly when you get big charity rides like this, because there are so many people that show up, and they are so different. I mean, just you and I are as different as night and day.
Do we stand out? I'm thinking we're standing out today.
Yeah, compared to some of the characters here. In fact, we ought to go out and meet some of the people that came along for this ride. Why did you come to ride this today?
So I can freeze this.
When you turn your helmet sideways in the wind, does it like knock you off the bike?
It almost does.
Are you going to be warm enough?
Probably not.
For me, it helps get the cobwebs off my brain.
Does he have a concealed carry permit?
Absolutely not. It's a free country. We have the right.
Were you worried about the weather this morning?
Yeah, a little bit.
It was snowing last night.
Look who showed up!
Bright and ugly.
Were our teeth chattering on the way out?
Jaden, were you cold? You were? You told me you weren't cold.
And it was really snowing just lightly, and it was really nice watching the snow swirl around the motorcycles as they went down the road.
Well, listen, we need to get ourselves ready to go and roll, and we're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, we've got a Dutch Oven 101 coming your way. Welcome back to At Your Leisure on the Polar Bear Ride. We had to actually stop out here at the Miller Motorsports Park so Trish could thaw out.
Yeah.
Because she's riding a bike that doesn't have heaters, and what she calls the Vision is a sissy bike, right?
I call it the plush comfortable bike because you've got all the amenities, and I am lacking all the amenities today on my motorcycle. But we're here, and my hands are now back to being warm. Tell us why we're stopped by here today.
Okay, well, Miller Motorsports Park, one of the big things we do out here involves motorcycles. So of course we always have wanted to get involved with the motorcycle community. One of the things we could do, we started talking last year of having the Polar Bear have their stop here, and so we really wanted to get them involved, get them out here, see what we have to offer, basically be a part of you guys and part of the motorcycle community in general. We have a Yamaha Champions riding school, and so we use Yamahas in our school, and that's primarily...
We won't hold that against you, right?
Yeah.
Izan, tell me exactly what the Big M is all about.
The Big M Weekend's a World Superbike event within AMA, and in that event we have so many things more than just racing. On Saturday we have our famous Saturday Night Fan Party, and where all the riders come out for autograph signing session. We'll have some Q&A with some of the speed guys, and we'll have a bunch of prizes to give away, from helmets to leathers to boots to, you know, possibly a Yamaha riding school, right?
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah, so, you know, it's something you got to come check out, May 28th to the 3rd.
Listen, we've got to break away from here and get on with the ride. Thank you guys for letting the Polar Bear Club stop by today. You know, last year in the fall, we talked about a program that Kane County had started on to create a histocaching disc where you could go out and find historical sites like geocaching. Well, the disc is done, and it's with great help from groups like the people we're going to see in our Trailhead story.
If you want more information about the Kane County CD and all the fun places to go, you can go to our website, ayltv.com, or you can go to the Kane County Board of Tourism. Well, this Polar Bear ride is great because my bike's been sitting around collecting dust all winter, and now I can get it out and blow the dirt off it, see if there's anything that needs to be fixed, and really, you know, renew that spirit again. Well, when we come back from our commercial break, we're going to have a new giveaway winner, so stay tuned. I'm Darren Kinder. We'll see you next time.
Well, that's about all the time we have for today.
Of course, now you can catch Trish on the radio, on At Your Leisure Radio, and if you don't have it in the station around your part of the town, go to our website and you can podcast it on At Your Leisure. And we'll look for you next time. Between now and then, make sure that you get out with your family and friends, enjoy the great outdoors
at your leisure.
Come on, let's see if this is as good as Roger's chili.
Chad, the chili is not better than my chili.
HUNG, Hung, and that's my stage name, otherwise known as the Situation, the Big M Situation.
Sounds like a winner.
Now what do we do?
Go over the dishes here. What we have are kielbasa and green pepper. Let's do that again, it sucked.